Welcome everyone back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. My name is D-Free. Here today. We are going to go ahead and do a few different things. So make sure that you listen to what I got to say. Make sure you listen through the video, and you'll get a good example and good idea of what I wanted to compare here today. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy. Hit that subscribe if you're into for more content. So in the very beginning, I'm going to try to go over it very quickly. We are going to go over a brief analysis / comparison of INT and STR Janemba post EZA, of course, to show you guys kind of like the similarities and differences between their passives and stuff. And then we are going to transition into using them both on the exact same team, because I believe they have word for word the exact same link set and stuff, and I'm going to put them in the same situations, show you guys just the comparison again for those units in particular to show you how they do. And they're going to both play a couple of fights on this boss rush stage, because the Dokkan Fest stages I would have wanted to take on are not live today, and I don't feel like waiting all week literally for them to go live. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump into our brief breakdown. So we have STR Janemba here, 80% attack up, guards against all attacks, medium chance to evade enemies' attacks, including their super attacks. The attack stat is 16,193, defense is just below 10k at a rainbow value. These are rainbow value stats on the far right, and 16,333 HP. So when we take a look at the little notes for the unit, 150% key multiplier, greatly reduces the opponent's defense and has immense damage, which is what the note number 1 is. And then note number 2 is a 30% chance to evade the enemy's attack. So 30% dodge rate, 80% attack up, you know, things like that. Very good unit in general, right? So let's take a look at the INT unit. Post EZA, 70% attack and defense boost, guard activated against all attacks, same exact thing as the STR, medium chance to evade the enemy's attack, including super attacks, same exact thing as STR, but the caveat is it's only for 1 turn, and attack plus 40% for 4 turns when guard is activated. So when this unit gets hit, what happens is it has a dodge chance and a 40% attack increase. So it has to get hit every turn to keep reapplying the dodge chance, but the attack, you know, increase stays there for 4 turns. So moving on to details for this unit, we have a couple of notes here. Exact same super attack, immense damage, greatly lowers the opponent's defense. They both do the exact same thing. His dodge chance, though, is 25% chance to evade attacks after being attacked. So not 30, but just a smidge below. But he's also an INT type, so he gets the free level 5 dodge anyway. So it's pretty much the same team. They don't stack up like that, but it's pretty much the same thing. 12 key multiplier is 140 on this unit, actually. SA level can go up to level 15. Due to the EZA, additional attack plus 40% is calculated separately in the passive for a total boost of 138% after being attacked. It doesn't just say, oh, 40 plus 70. It doesn't do that. It actually gets calculated to be a higher attack gain. Once the 4 turns are over, it can activate the secondary part again. And I actually don't have the stats here, so forgive me. I believe they were on the previous slide. Let's see if they are. They are. So I want to point out that these are the regular unit stats pre-EZA. I forgot to get the EZA stats, so I'll read them to you. 16,215 HP is the EZA stat, 18,685 attack, and then 11,495 defense. So the numbers are way higher than you see on the screen in the bottom right corner whenever he's EZA'd. So altogether, I did see a post, or some people were telling me that there was a post, over on the Reddit about how with 2 dupes, the INT one is just a better unit overall. We'll be back whenever we see other units get similar comparisons, etc., etc. As far as like, well, I'll be back whenever we see more units get EZA is what I mean, and we'll do similar comparisons. Like, most notably, STR Gogeta is probably going to be really easily, in fact, better than the INT one. It's just going to happen. And Physical Broly may get an EZA. That'll be pretty cool. Things like that. So let me know what you guys want to see other comparison-wise. But we're going to try, like I said, to show these units in the exact same situations. I'll be right back. Okay, so we are back, and in this scenario, we should actually get knocked below the threshold to trigger big bad bosses, and that's going to be one of the best possible scenarios for the Janemba, getting the double 40% supports and stuff like that. So I wanted to make sure that I showed this here. I know it's a pretty weird spot to start the video nonetheless, but I did want to make sure that we started it here. Hopefully we get to see a good attack stat. Again, pay attention to the attack stats, not so much the damage. So 2.1 million, almost 2.2 million pretty much. Don't pay attention again as much to the damage because it's subjective based on the events I take on, the units I bring, various other factors, right? So we are actually going to go ahead and move on from here. he is going to be unable to dodge. So we're going to try to beat him ideally before he goes back to normal. We're going to float you because I do need you to float. We'll give you that. And you can have this. And last but not least, that's for you. So hopefully we do get access to having big bad bosses again right here. Nope, Lord Slug is too good of it. Oh, never mind. We're going to get hit with the super. That's perfect. Did it knock me below? We'll see. Lord Slug's coming through with 1.57 million. Okay. Oh, a double attack. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, cool. So we can actually move on after this. But yeah, the reason I was saying to pay attention, like I was just saying a moment ago, to the attack stat is because I'll be able to get a clearer read on the units based on how powerful they are as far as that's concerned. It's a little bit easier to get a cleaner read on the units from there. So we're going to take on this event here. Now, this event will be the last one we use this unit on. Unfortunately, Turles is such a good transformation unit that he's already going to transform. And he heals, which is annoying. But yeah, this will be the last one that we use this unit on. We're going to, from here, use him on the... We'll actually take on the same stage, but we'll start from here, I believe, with the other unit. I don't know. I have to play a little bit in advance, so we'll see what I do. But anyways, since Turles is already transformed, he's honestly not that useful to me right now. But I am glad that I got the chance to show Janemba with pretty much his peak offense. He was missing a link, so ideally it would have probably been better if we did have, like I was saying earlier, Meta Cooler alongside Turles and Janemba. So that would have been pretty much the best case scenario to trigger all the links and stuff like that and have very good support too. But this Turles, he might decide to go back to normal. We'll see what happens. So he does not finish the opponent. That means Janemba will get the opportunity. And Janemba's at a very low 1.3. This is pretty much natural attack here and no big bad bosses. So... all right. I believe this event has 2 phases of physical, yeah? Don't you fight both phases? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I will try not to beat him here for that exact reason. So we will give you that. There's 2 here, so that's good. We might avoid a super. And a couple here, too. We're trying to avoid supers here. I do not want these guys to finish it, but I would like to get hit a little bit to get below the threshold for BBB to trigger again. Okay, additional there. Hopefully there's a super on Turles and not Cooler. That would be amazing if it's on Turles instead. Okay, so Cooler does take a hit there. Turles is not additional. He even dodges the second attack, of course. Man, I wish this Turles wasn't transformed right now. So I'm going to put them in this position right here. I'm going to let the INT go in the front spot, get some hits in on him. We do not have that secondary support, but we do pretty much have all of Janemba's links triggered here. I believe all of them except for Metamorphosis do get triggered on this rotation. So we'll give you that. And then 3 orbs here on the right, so avoid a super from Turles. Because I do need that Turles to go back to normal. He will, sooner than later, go back to normal. Now, Metacooler should take enough damage here. Definitely should take it. Yeah, there it is. Okay. That's part of the reason why he's on this team. So, all right, now definitely get big bad bosses. 1.9. 1.9. So, as you can see here, on the higher end with support active and things like that, this Janemba gets between 1.9, 1.8 to like 2.2 attack, which is, I figured it would probably not be a second physical phase, which is pretty much what happens there. The Lord Slug is going to go ahead and transform. Last time I used Lord Slug's transformation, it was force quitting my app. So we're going to see if it still does it or not. I don't know, but it was acting really weird. So otherwise, if it does, since he already transformed, I'll just kind of proceed and we'll go to Janemba in type. That'll make this a 30-minute video. And we'll go with that. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I started where I did, because I don't want this to be a 30-minute video. Okay, so 2.6. Or 226. I don't know why I said 2.6. 900,000 attack stat here. So he's a little bit better. A little bit better. A lot a bit better. Whenever he's not transformed, apparently. His offense is a lot higher. Okay, so we do have another phase here. I'll just avoid supering a little bit to try to set up, to get my units back, to try to get back to what I was doing. But again, the best scenario for the Janembas in general will be alongside Turles and Metacooler, link-wise, support-wise, big bad bosses hopefully being active as well, and we're peaking there. Okay, so we get a crit normal. Attack. All right, back to normal. Good. So we are going to float you. We have Metamorphosis, which is fine actually here. I don't mind it because we don't have like that much HP. We get a super there. These guys can finish off this rotation. It's not a big deal. I'll even go there too with the same color orbs. I do want to get that Dokkan attack ideally soon. .4, and we do finish off that phase there. Now we do have Janemba and Turles alongside Metacooler again. So this is what we want to have happen more often than not. We are already in Big Bad Boss's range as well. So for all intents and purposes, this is going to pretty much be its highest attack stat that we're going to see. And I'll actually even show you guys the defense and stuff before we proceed. So just under 50k defense. And that. All right, so let's see what we can do here with Janemba. Maxed out. Like I said, otherwise, without supports, he gets to about 1.3, 1.4, 1.5 in that area. He's just not a great offensive unit. He never really was anyway. Okay, so Cooler coming through. So 2.25. Pretty high attack stat. He peaks really high whenever he has a lot going for him. All his links triggered pretty much. Tanking pretty well there too. Double supports. Peaks really high in that scenario. And of course, Turles will go ahead and transform. Awesome. Okay. We'll tell you what. We'll be right back with INT Janemba, just because I've kind of already shown the point that I wanted to show with STR Janemba here. So just a sec, guys. We'll be right back. So we are back with INT Janemba this time through, and unfortunately we are at a point where we're going to get a Dokkan attack, and INT Janemba has not been hit yet, so I do need to let him take this hit in the front spot, which means that I can't do this or whatever, like, you know, I can't do this either. So unfortunately he is missing out, I believe, on Brutal Beatdown. Other than that, though, like I said, he has not been hit, so he does need to stay here so he can get going. So we're going to start off with pretty much his best setup in general, and we are going to, from there, move on to some more practical lineups for him and stuff. So, all right, we're going to give you these orbs and proceed through. So, attack, you know, you just got the attack up there. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there we go. Cool, we got him. So, again, not really important to pay attention to the damage. We want to pay more attention to the attack stat, which is at... Whenever it triggers the super attack, it is at 2.8 or so. 2.89, I think, is actually about where it was. Feel free to rewind and pause, but my goodness. My goodness. I said let's not worry about the damage, but we enter a crazy sequence for INT Janemba. Already off the bat showing why he is an insane unit. Wow, okay. And that attack getting hit, like... and then triggering the additional boost. You could even see it before he launches attack. His attack set went from 200-something thousand to about 400-something thousand before he even triggered a super. And he's just going, man. He's really good. He is one of the best EZAs in the game, if not the best, to be honest. If we're being 100% honest, he is up there. All right, we're gonna go with that. Unfortunately, this guy is. You know what? I'm gonna use these. I'm so happy I farm these. Sometimes I forget to, but anyways. We're just going to try to do some damage here, and then just obviously try to beat him next turn. We'll give you a super. Why not? Probably going to dodge you, but it's okay. Lord Slug will get hit here. His attack will go up. We should trigger Big Bad Bosses courtesy of that super attack as well. We do not. And by the way, that's another thing. I don't believe Janemba was in range for Big Bad Bosses to trigger last round. So, like, this guy is... he's really good. INT Janemba is insane. Okay, well, Lord Slug got dodged. Cooler's getting dodged. Dodged again. So many dodge faces popping up on the screen. All right, cool. So now he no longer has any more energy. Turles is back to normal, too. This is all perfect. It's working out the way I planned. And Janemba's back. His attack is up. So he actually gets the link with... in the last spot there. I believe it's Nightmare that he has there. Was it Nightmare that he wasn't getting? I think it was Nightmare that he wasn't getting or something like that. I don't know. So now, though, he has pretty much all the links triggered again. Just no support. But on the contrary, though, he does have the attack up. And unfortunately, since there's no attacks in the front, he's not going to get big bad bosses here. So we will just kind of give him same color orbs. It doesn't really matter a whole lot. And we'll go for that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that with the cooler, it was last round 2.9. Yikes. With the cooler last round, it was actually Nightmare that he was there to trigger. I had it all planned out. I closed out of all the tabs. Of course, it's the JP version, so I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure that's why Bow Broly's a floater too. But yeah, he's already peaking way higher. I don't even know if we need to keep going. I'm going to try to bring Janemba without supports. I don't know if I ever did that for STR Janemba, really, but I think it happened like once maybe. But we're going to try to put this guy without supports here to see how he is normally at Rainbow. He is peaking high. And this is the first time I've done any gameplay for this unit. I haven't seen any other gameplay footage either, so I'm actually honestly surprised. I didn't know he was going to be getting up to like 3 million attack. That is insanely high. A lot of Dokkan Fest units can't even get there. I mean, look at Cooler right now. This is not his best scenario by any means, right? But he's barely at 1.3. You know, like stuff like that. Although he does finish the job there. Oh, hey, we have big bad bosses now. Keep in mind that Janemba does need to get his defense, or excuse me, his attack reapplied. Big bad boss is just left, but this isn't bad though because it means that I'm not going to be getting his support this turn. So I wanted to show him without support. Unfortunately, there's another one here though while I say this. But next turn, we will have no support. I'm not going to give him a super. I will give you a super. I actually should have avoided Janemba super because if he crits, he dominates. I actually initially had level 20 dodge. I had to use like 40 stones to change that because I had no other dupes apparently. I had to use like 40 stones to change that because I didn't think he would ever get an EZA. I did that like way back, right? So 1.9 with one support, by the way. Yes, he didn't. And he also didn't have the attack up. So there it is right there. Attack does go up. And as you see, for the rest of the turn, he now can dodge, which is why he dodged the secondary attack. He cannot dodge prior to getting the attack unless it's from the potential system. All right, so we're going to get hit with the super here. That's fine. Okay, Bio Broly can be the floater this round. I'll give you those. A little bit of that same color HP back. This setup should be able to beat him, hopefully. Okay, 19. And with multiple attacks, yeah, there we go. We're going to beat him this turn. Even if we don't get another super from Cooler, we should. Okay, cool. So let's move on. Janemba now does have the attack up. Since Janemba gets defense up and has guard against all attacks, though, dodging, honestly, is kind of irrelevant for him. It's nice. It's just irrelevant, to be honest. So best scenario for him is in the middle, but unfortunately in the middle he triggers Metamorphosis. So let's see if we can do big bad bosses, no support though. Of course the key's bad. Of course the key's bad. I didn't even consider that. Of course the key is bad. Of course the key's bad. It's fine. We're good. Of course the key is bad. Without Turles' beautiful key support, well, there was no big bad bosses anyway, so we're fine. All right, we'll have to set this up again. Additional super? Oh. Okay, no. Oh, hey, he can still dodge. Yeah, that was actually for the potential system, I believe. Anyways, moving on. Because the dodge is supposed to be for one turn, but apparently he still does it. But like I said, I think that was from the potential system. We will leave the supports here. Because I'm trying to get Janemba without supports. And the other Turles is now a support again. That's fun. Gonna take a few turns to get that scenario again. So next time I see Cooler and... Next time I have Cooler, Lord Slug, and Janemba will be the time where we don't have supports. Which is going to be in 3 turns, actually. So we're good. We're on a good pace. As long as these guys don't one-shot and stuff. I'll let the INT Janemba one-shot this round, because I'm sure he can. And we're now back in BBB range. So 1.6 for this man. Ah, don't you do it. Don't do... Oh, of course. Now I got to be careful with the INT Janemba. If INT Janemba additional supers, I won't get a chance to show him against his type advantage. Okay, so Turles. No super for you. Sorry, INT Janemba. Sorry. I'll use this because I have to protect Bio Broly, but I don't want to heal at all. I do not want to heal. In fact, I'll even use a second one just to be sure Bio Broly doesn't take too much damage. I do not mind if Bio Broly supers, though. Oh, my goodness. I should have kept the Bio Broly. I'm too focused on playing the normal way. All right. We're good, though. We're good. Hey, third capital. I appreciate it. There's a super here. That's not going to do anything. Yeah, the double items is too much. I should have kept the Bio Broly here. This was my mistake. I'm so focused on doing a couple of things like getting the Janemba hits, playing normally to where I can have my non-support units and stuff like that, or excuse me, keep my supports and stuff like that the way I normally play. We'll give you those. The item is still up too, so I'm not worried about Turles. But on the contrary, Lord Slug will do some solid damage, I guess. So no crit, please. No crit, please. Cool. Thank you. Okay, and so we're not taking a super here, Lord Slug. 1.6. Okay, perfect. I don't mind taking a super right here. So Cooler will be with Janemba next time. Unfortunately, I believe Turles can't transform anymore, so that sucks. So there's not really a way to avoid my... Yeah, there's not really a way to avoid getting a super here, so I'm just going to go for it, and we'll let Janemba play one more round. So 1.7 for the Turles, or excuse me, the Cooler. And Janemba's going to come through with the next attack here. That'll probably one-shot. He has big bad bosses. He does have support. He has pretty much a lot of his links active. 3.2. Like I said, this man he peaks very high. I'm trying to really show him on the down end, but like, next time we see him, we'll be fine though. But like, yeah, he can get to pretty high attack values. It's pretty nutty how powerful he is. Honestly, I'm going to go out and just say it. He's pretty much the best EZA in the game. He's too good. I'm honestly concerned about STR Gogeta. He's going to be really good. Okay, so we're going to put you in the back spot. Give you those. And lastly, those are for you. Perfect. So next round we will have Janemba, and he'll actually have type advantage. But unfortunately, I'll have to put him in a position where he has to get hit, you know, a couple of times. Or a time, excuse me. Assuming that Turles doesn't beat this guy here. Turles stunned him. Wow, so he's going to still be stunned next turn. Interesting, so Janemba can't even be hit. Thanks a lot, Turles. Thank you so much. I actually had a setup where I had the right attack values. But we're going to have to get Janemba. This is where, like, this unit's kind of finicky. You have to work around him a lot. Because I can't really put him in a position where he's getting his passive and all that stuff. I have to really, that's the only downside of this unit is if you want him at peak efficiency, he's very finicky. But nonetheless, Lord Slug shouldn't beat the opponent in the front spot. We do not have big bad bosses, unfortunately. Okay, Lord Slug, stop. This is not your video. Please, thank you. Man, this guy's attack goes from crazy high ranges. It's like 800,000 up to like 1.6. All right, 1.8 with no support. So still peaks way higher than the STR, who was about 1.3 with no support. So that's pretty much where we're going to end it, though. Yeah, because I can't avoid this Dokkan attack either, so I'm not even going to bother. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If it sounds like I'm biased towards the INT, I am, because I'm incredibly excited. And that's not a knock against STR. STR will still be relevant on events, on certain teams, and things of that nature. So, nonetheless, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want to see as far as other comparisons like this one, and I'll try to refine the craft a little bit more. Have an awesome day, everyone, and I'll catch all of you in the next one.